Kamisha, you're on mute if you're talking.
Oh my fucking god! I was saying some good shit. God damn it! Okay, let me start over. The reason why y'all did hear the war and the shooting and everything. You did hear that, right, Betty? You did hear
No, we,
that.
we have not heard shit this whole time. That's why I
Wait a
text you.
minute. Wait a minute. Y'all didn't hear Wait a minute.
We've
Hold the fuck.
heard literally nothing since you started the space. You've been on mute the whole time. That's why
I'm
I
so
texted you.
okay. Hold on. I'm so irritated. Okay, hold on. God damn it. Can y'all hear that shit? Okay.
Yeah.
Not yes, quietly. Make me feel like a bully, aggressive. Oh, okay. Now let me start over. I hate y'all know how little square I am with that, but whatever. Just I'll delete the first one. Anyway, I know you guys heard all the loud shooting and all the things, and the reason why I play. Can y'all hear me now? So I'm gonna make sure y'all can y'all hear. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
The reason why
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
started out the space that way is because I felt like everywhere I went today on Twitter, it was on fire. I felt like it was like a war zone, and as the queen, one of the queens and one of the pioneers of this here BB Spaces. I said it. I'm in a little petty mood today. It's gonna be what it be. I feel like I wanted to weigh in on some of the topics. Some of the topics were serious. There were some remarks I heard about transgender women I wanted to weigh in on. The whole thing about um, the doxing. A lot of different topics that were brought up today I wanted to get into. Also, how people conduct their space. It's just a lot. Okay, calling people.
Just let me know when it's my
I
turn.
will tag you, Sheena. Calm down. Oh my god. I love when she's like this stuff. But anyway, just to be fair, um, you know what? I want Sheena to start first, and then we're gonna come in. But before Sheena goes in and takes World War III part, okay, I need you guys to understand that the way I conduct my space, the way Sheena conducts her space, is something that we choose to conduct because we wanted to have more calmness in our space. Um, I could be louder because I know I could be loud. It could be animated. I could be loud and extra and have 1,000 people in this space. I'm just being transparent. I came from a world like that on YouTube, and I'm gonna get into that too. We gonna get into a lot. Sheena, I want you to go ahead because I just feel like it's burning the hole in my pocket. Go ahead.
Okay. So just want to let you know, I just got the notification my food has been picked up. So when they call me from the gate, I'm going to have to take a pause there. But so this person, Nikki, I had this person blocked and I unblocked them so that they could respond to me and so that they could come to this space because I invited them to come here. So this is what this person said. Betty is worse. It's on the Jumbotron if you can't see. If she doesn't like you, she will call you racist. So let me stop right there. I didn't call you a racist, Nikki, because I don't like you. I called you a racist because I think you are one. That's why I said it. Then try to get your whole account perm banned. I tried to get you banned because you were being nasty and rude to me and tried to fat shame me, just so we're clear. And then try to dox you. I never tried to dox you. I have never tried to dox anyone in my life, and I never will because I don't fucking agree with that. So you need to bring your ass up here and explain to me why the fuck you're telling lies about me on the timeline for everybody to see. I don't know anything about you. I don't know your real name. I don't know where you work. I can't fucking dox you. So bring your ass to the fucking mic and tell me why the fuck you would say that. And then this other post that is up here, this Julie Chen's bangs. Kamisha, do you have this person blocked? Because I invited this person and they said they can't see the space.
Who you said the who is it now?
It says, I put the tweet at the top. It says Julie Chen's bangs.
Oh yeah, it's somebody I have blocked. Um,
It's up to you whether you want to unblock her or not. You don't have to. I'm still going to
oh no,
talk about it.
I'm gonna block her so she can come in. I have no problem with that. I ain't tripping. I'll block them back when y'all done. I just don't block them. They ain't come in.
Okay. All right. So go ahead, Nikki. What do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, I mean, if you want to keep complaining about me, you're gonna have to give me like 1 minute. Sorry, you can keep like bashing me and everything. Give me
I'm not
1 minute.
complaining about you. I'm addressing you because you're
I
on
know,
the
I know.
timeline talking
I
shit
know. I said
and
just give me a
telling
minute.
lies.
I know. Just give me a minute. Okay, that's all. Just give me a minute.
Oh, now you need a minute. All right.
I'm in the
Now
middle
you
of
need a minute.
working.
Okay. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl.
Okay, well, Nikki, first of all, can we do something about your microphone because I don't know what you're saying. You receive your okay. I don't know if the I mean, I kind of know what's going on, but she's queen of a thing. She got it going on. I want to know, like she said, dead air. So I want to go ahead and continue what I was saying while whoever gets put together. The person is unblocked. They want to come up. She let me know and then just bring them up. You brought the docs in, so we can go ahead and go in there. I spoke about this earlier on Hash's space a little bit. And when I came into his space, I told him I really didn't know what was going on. I still don't know in its entirety what is going on. But I'm going to speak about doxing because doxing to me is not a cool thing. I'm not accusing nobody of doxing. I don't know who did what. But also, too, I want us to be careful about the meaning doxing. Because one of the issues that I found the other when I was on YouTube, dox people and all these things, it was discrepancy because people would say, oh, well, this is doxing. Oh, well, this is doxing. It got to the point where it's like if you told somebody what color, a favorite color, there was a doxing. I'm like, y'all are doing too much. Okay. So people look at it as to publicly identify or publish private information about someone. Okay, hold on. I think Nikki's ready. Okay, mind you guys, my Nikki, you on MySpace. So just I know you're gonna be addressing Sheena, but just know that. Go ahead.
I apologize for my mic. It's my headset. I'm also in the middle of working. So I'm really sorry. I'll try to speak louder if you guys need me to. Honestly, I was so I've actually fallen in love with like Betty and how she speaks on the spaces and stuff like that since her and I had this conversation like what 2 months ago. But then today kind of like triggered me when she said that if somebody has issues with somebody, they should make them private. I'm like, wait, you didn't make any of our issues
Okay,
private.
hold on. Let me stop you right there, Nikki.
Of course.
Let me just tell you. You're talking about Hash's space that was said?
Yes, ma'am.
You're racist as fuck because that was Robin that said that. That was not even me. You're talking about another
Oh
black
my God.
woman.
I
You're
didn't
not
know.
even talking
I only
about
listen
me,
while
bitch.
driving. I listen while driving. You know what? I'm how am I racist? Like literally, I'm
You're
just saying that
talking.
I
You can't
respect
tell two
you.
black women apart. Robin sounds nothing
How
like
do I
me,
know you're
bitch.
black?
Why you
You're
fucking
in our
say that? Robin
space.
said
How
that.
do I know you're black? I can't see.
Girl, that is a picture of me and my dead fucking grandparents, bitch. That's how you know I'm fucking black. What the fuck are you talking about? Robin has her real picture up too. Do you think we were all born fucking yesterday, bitch? Don't come in here and act fucking stupid. You lied about me on the motherfucking timeline. You thought another black woman was me. Now address the shit or get the fuck out of here. Please tell me who I fucking tried to dox. Tell me now.
Okay, I'm trying to come at you respectfully and trying to
I'm not going to come
Hold
at
on,
you
shit.
respectfully because I
Shit.
don't have any respect for you, just to make sure that you know. And when you get done speaking in here, I'm re-blocking your motherfucking ass. You can go to Hash's space if I have you blocked. You just got removed because he asked me to co-host that one time. I never co-host in his spaces. You can go. I'm re-blocking you as soon as you get done speaking in here. You are racist and disrespectful as fuck. Now go ahead.
Nikki, before you say anything, you need to understand that that's bad. First of all, calling somebody or saying that they dox is a very serious situation. That's a character. You don't do that. So first you called her that, so she was questioning you on that. the offensive part, just because she's black, that we all do not look alike. That's very offensive. And if you didn't know who she was, you shouldn't have used that word. I'm just telling you honestly, you shouldn't have said it if you weren't
I didn't.
100% sure.
I am so 100% okay. I'm gonna not. I literally drive all day, so I literally just use spaces to listen to. That is literally it. That's all I do is use spaces to listen to. I try to like be as respectful as possible in all the spaces that I've talked in, which hasn't been many because I'm newer to spaces. I honestly, my headset obviously is very terrible because you guys are having a hard time understanding me. But so a lot of times, yes, the goes in and out. So I apologize if voices. I'm very sorry. Okay. I honestly, like I said, I don't even pay attention to pictures or anything like that. And when I'm messaging people, like when I'm doing my Twitter stuff, it's literally me when I'm walking around doing my job. That's so I apologize if I'm so sorry. I mean, like Hash accidentally called me a guy the first time he addressed me because my voice is deeper, but I'm not going to go off on him just because I have a deeper voice and he assumed my gender.
That isn't the
I
same thing.
honestly do
Nikki,
apologize.
Nikki, baby girl, that's not the same thing. You cannot compare a dialect of somebody's how they sound compared to comparing two black women. That's if
But
you
isn't that what
drive and
you're
all you no, Nikki, if all you
sorry?
do is drive and listen and that's all you do as far as using the app for that, then you should not be engaging or typing things or putting you shouldn't do that because you're gonna be incorrect in your information. You're not dialed in like that for you to say that is just so disrespectful. It really is. I hope that you understand
I
where
don't
she's coming
understand.
from.
I'm
So I
no,
don't know
because you
how
just
you
said
don't
that
understand
it's
that.
not okay to assume my gender off my voice. I mean, so it's okay to assume my
I
gender,
didn't
but
say
it's not
that. No, no,
okay
no.
to assume
Wait. Hold
somebody's
on,
race. That's
Nikki. I
exactly
didn't
what
say
you
that.
said.
Nikki, that's not what I said.
No,
That's not what I said.
really.
So
You
don't do
just
that,
said
Nikki.
you just said I
Nikki,
shouldn't
I did
assume
not do that.
somebody's okay.
Okay, so first of all, I did not do that. Okay, I didn't say it was okay. It sounded like you said it's okay what Hash did. First of all, okay, so I don't even know why you brought the little Hash shit up. Let's go back to what I'm talking about. You cannot sit here and say that two black women look alike and not understand why she's upset. First of all, she already knew the entire time that she didn't say that. So let's start there. So she knew she didn't say that. So when she asked you the first time, she was like, girl, you thought it was me. It wasn't me. It was a whole other black woman. That is so insulting on so many levels. I would be pissed if I was Sheena because you're not going to confuse me. We don't all fucking look alike. It's a stereotype we've dealt with for 400 fucking damn years, and we're tired of it. And for you, I'm trying to talk to you and be chill, because that's what I said. I can tell she's very upset. And for you to say how you know she's black, her fucking picture is black on there. So you have to understand. You saying you driving and the headphones, you're not helping your cause at all. Go ahead, Oliver. Oliver, go
Um,
ahead.
Sometimes it's delayed mute. Can you talk now, Oliver?
Oliver,
Can you? Sometimes the mute is on a delay.
I
Try it
see.
now, Oliver. Can you talk? Okay.
Right
While we're
oh, there we
waiting for
go.
Oliver.
Sorry.
Okay, good.
there you
Yeah,
go.
Elon in these damn spaces. Two things. One, Kamisha said verbatim that it was a different thing. Kamisha never said that it was okay that you were misgendered. All Kamisha said that it was a different category. Those are two separate things, and Kamisha never validated or denied one or the other. The misgender thing is not okay, point blank and simple. But Kamisha never said that it was okay. The second thing is okay. Now that you know that you were, first of all, Nikki, the thing is that even regardless, if you didn't know that it was Betty or Robin who said that, but if you know Betty enough to make what you said in the tweet, you probably would know that Betty speaks on a lot of Black issues, which therefore would infer that Betty is Black, first and foremost. Second thing is then there's the address that you still haven't gone addressing for is you still have not apologized for thinking that Betty is Robin. Now, part three, again, what Betty is also asking is then why were you saying that she tried, quote unquote, to dox somebody. Those are the things that needs to be like addressed and for you to speak on about. You can say you can apologize, but there are several things that you are still missing about. I just wanted to come in and say those things because I still think it's egregious enough for you to say those things. But what got me was the very first thing that you said is, oh, I've fallen in love with Betty. So now, wait, you said that you were falling in love, but then you want to say these things that you were said in the thread. It's not making sense at all. So I just would like to put those things out there. And for me, if you can answer those 3 questions that I just put forward, we can move forward. Thank you.
Okay, Oliver, I thank you for coming at me so respectfully, which I don't deserve because obviously I've said some things that before I answer them, can I just say one thing about my past? So, because I was open and honest when I first spoke on Spaces 2 weeks ago. I come from a history where I am trying to learn things, but I'm trying to learn things one thing at a time. And I'm one of those people where if somebody can have a conversation with me, even if I'm in the wrong, but have one where I don't feel like I'm being attacked, I'm more likely to try to learn and everything like that. Unfortunately, that's honestly how I learn. Like, that's how I am with the teachers I go to school with. Hard for me to like not be able to have a decent conversation without like feeling attacked. And I don't know why. It might be because of my history, but that's not even important. Like, so thank you. I just want to thank you for saying that. Like, I would be willing to have open conversations and try to become more of an ally if people would just not constantly attack me for things, but also kind of understand that I come from a past that is not appropriate, that I am trying to unlearn and retrain my thoughts. Just if that makes any sense. Sorry, just want to say that up
But
front.
Nikki, I have to stop. Nikki, I have to stop you right there. Now I want to say one thing. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but you said one word that I didn't like. You said attacked, and then even somebody in the comments said, "Thank you for clarifying." I want to be clear when I say this. What was it that Sheena said that wasn't that you couldn't that no one could understand?
But
I'm
also,
just trying to put it out
really
there. I'm trying
quick,
to figure out what was confusing about it,
I do want to
and I'm
add
just
to Kamisha's
getting
point
irritated.
too with that. How is it that Betty attacked you when you addressed her first? That's
Oh,
the
sorry.
thing
I
also
was gonna.
too.
Sorry, that's the best word I know how to use. Like, for example, can I just use an example outside of this whole thing? Like, if a teacher says, "Hey, you didn't do this right," and if they approach me in a way that like is more aggressive with their tone, I tend to automatically get defensive and start.
I want all you to be nice to you. You don't understand that? Especially
No,
after
no, no.
the
I'm just
shit
saying.
that you've done. After,
I
hold
was
on,
trying to
hold on.
explain.
No, 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 no. We're going to mute because I want y'all to understand something. I made a comment about America. This woman jumped into my comments with the whole, why does everything have to be about race? Bullshit, okay? I addressed her, had a conversation with her. In the context of the conversation, she took my photo because I said that she was being nasty. She said, you know what's nasty? Your double chin. This bitch did that shit. I want to let y'all know. So I blocked her and I reported a whole bunch of tweets on her account. I want to let y'all know. I did. Then I see today that she's tweeting and saying this shit and saying that I tried to dox somebody, which we still haven't got to. Because I would love to know who in the fuck I've tried to dox. Never have done it, never will. But what you don't understand, Nikki, is that after all the shit that you've done, I have no reason to be nice to you, honey. And even if you hadn't done anything, I can address you however you want, however I want to, because you came into my comments, my replies in a white supremacist manner saying, why does everything always have to be about race? Because this is a white supremacist country that my ancestors built on their backs against their will. That's why, bitch. Now go ahead and respond to that.
Hold on, Sheena, is that person that I unblocked? Have you seen them? Because I did unblock them. Sheena.
No, I don't see them yet. I'm
Okay.
going to get my food, but she can respond. I can still hear.
Okay, go ahead, Nikki.
Honestly, if anybody wants to have a conversation where I'm not constantly being yelled at, like how Betty is yelling at me, I'd be happy to. But bipolar is a fickle bitch. Just saying, bipolar, unmedicated, and
Wait. Hold
trauma.
on. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Who's that talking?
It's the one with the Bowie Jane profile. Like, just remove them from speaker.
I
Remove
don't
them from
see
speaker.
him. Where? Oh,
They doing too much. They doing too
That's
much.
why I didn't want to let them up, Kamisha. Like, you can't let people up that we don't know.
I've seen them before.
And Nikki, I'll address you however the fuck I want. You're not woman enough to handle it. You shouldn't have wrote this shit on Twitter. I will address you however the fuck I want. So
Wait, Sheena.
stop
That's not what she
whining
said.
and crying and complaining.
Sheena,
Woman up or get the fuck out.
Sheena, that's not what I'm talking. Nikki, did you say? I need you to repeat what you said. I need everybody to be quiet real quick. Did you say something about bipolar? Go back and tell me what you said, please. I need you to repeat everything you just said, and I'm very serious. And I'm asking you this for a reason. What did you say?
My exact wording was, if anybody wants to come to have a decent conversation.
Okay.
No, wait. I rephrase everything. This is literally what I said. I said, if anybody wants to come have a decent, calm conversation with me, bipolar and extreme trauma is a fickle bitch. That is all I said, because I'm not calling her bipolar. I'm saying I'm bipolar. I'm super bipolar and have a lot of trauma that's happened in the last year and a half. Like, a lot. 2 sexual assault cases, like all of that. Like, so once again, I'm gonna apologize to Betty for my body comments. Sometimes my anger gets the best of me. I mean, last year I called the supervisor a pedophile when he took pictures of my son. So my anger sometimes gets the best of me. So I want to apologize for those specific comments that I said about her, because it was out of line. And sometimes, like I said, when I get anxious and feel super attacked, which I know that's not the best word, but I can't think of another word right now. I tend to say things that are out of line that I know that I'm trying to work on. I really am. But I would love to have a conversation anytime about, like, just things that I mislearned. Yes, of course.
So if you know that you have a problem with anger and you are trying to work it out, then why were you quick to post these comments then? Just very quickly.
I was taking, I mean, I also attacked one other person, but they accepted my apology. I got mad at Reddit. I got really mad at Reddit. And honestly, like, once again, I grew up in believing one thing, and I'm trying not to believe those things anymore. And when you are trained to believe those things for 18 years, not even 25 years of your life, it's very hard that sometimes when my anger, I can't always prevent those things. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, I'm going to use my best example that I've recently learned in the last, like, 5 years is,
okay,
I grew up with the...
I apologize, and I really apologize to interrupt, but I'm going to stop you right there. The reason why I'm going to stop you right there is, from the entire time that you have been speaking, it's really been giving excuses. Because most of what you've been saying is, oh, I'm trying to unlearn my background. Oh, I have these prior experiences that I'm trying to get through. And it feels like, from my perspective, from a Black person, you are trying to excuse. And again, this is kind of why, when I first came up on speaker and I asked you the 3 specific questions that I did, because I wanted you to answer those specifically. And listen, I understand past trauma and all of that. Trust me, I have a boatload of it. But that still doesn't excuse or give the okay for your transgressions. So that's why I wanted you to specifically answer the 3 questions that I posed. But again, that's all I'm saying. It feels very much that you are trying to excuse the microaggressions that you've done. That's all that I'm saying.
And I appreciate that. Like, once again, I honestly just learned what microaggressions were a month ago. And I would be happy if Oliver, even if you know somebody who would be willing to have learning moments with me or something like that. Well, and also understanding that I'm respectful to the, I don't know, I'm not, that sounds bad. I'm trying not to come up with excuses, but unfortunately my life is an excuse. That sounds really bad, but I can't. I honestly, once again, I will also block Betty because obviously we're not good for each other and it's hard for to learn from her. But I would love to learn from anybody who's willing to teach me what things are, because I didn't know even know what microaggressions are, because that is how closed off my community is. And I'm trying to be a better person, be more aware, but it's hard when all somebody wants to do is yell at me. And
what the fuck did you just say? We're not good for each other? I didn't do anything to you. You did something to me. You came to me talking shit. You posted my picture and tried to fat shame me. You're lying and saying that I tried to dox somebody. I didn't do a single fucking thing to you. And you need to stop going around to Black people asking them to teach you. That is not our fucking job. Go on Google, go buy white fragility like all the other white people that want to try to be better. Stop asking Black people to do work to help you. We don't owe you any fucking thing. And this is exactly why you got into it with me, because you don't know how to fucking act. And you don't need to be blaming that on being bipolar, sweetie. You need to be taking accountability for the things that you've done. Don't blame it and say, oh, I'm mentally ill. Mentally ill people hold themselves accountable all the time, and there's no reason that you can't. So we're going to stop that. So I'm going to ask you for the third time, who did I try to dox? Please tell me.
Nikki, every time the question, Nikki, every time the question is asked to you, because really my space is not about this. Okay, so now I'm getting very irritated. Which is not.
Thank you for giving me this space.
Nikki, please. No, please. That's not where you mute yourself, please. That's not where you want me to be at, is irritated at all. So she asked you a question. Now I need you to answer at this moment. Who did she dox that you're saying that she did?
Me.
I don't know any personal information about you. How can I dox you?
You brought me onto the space to have a conversation and attack me, which honestly is a form of doxing.
What?
I will leave now. Bye, Betty, stupid bitch.
That is not a form of doxing.
Oh, and then now it's the name calling. Hold on. No, hold up. Let me have
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. No. You need to fucking leave, bitch. Because you are ignorant, motherfucker. I just told you what the fuck doxing was, bitch. If you gonna come and try to be a bad bitch, you should have came in with that same fucking energy, bitch. You are fake and a dumb motherfucker. You can't even fucking get your motherfucking words together, bitch. Don't come in my fucking space. You block from me. I want everybody to block this dumb ass bitch. You so fucking ignorant. You can even fucking tell them to two Black women who are two queens who look nothing alike. Such a fucking insult. I let your ass motherfucking make it in my fucking space. But then you gonna insult my sister like that? You are the fucking bitch. You will stay that bitch and dumbass bitch. Trying to blame all your shit on you. You think she hasn't gone through shit? I haven't gone through shit? Who the fuck are you? Come disrespect my whole space. My shit wasn't even about this shit. I'm fucking irritated.
Tag me in, because I got some words for gas mask.
Go ahead, Oliver.
So listen here, you little gas mask profile looking turtle ass, excusing ass, racist ass person, because that's what you are. You're a racist ass ant. You're not even worth the time, because all you're doing is making excuses for your ancestors. But guess what? You ain't shit either. You just as foul as the rest of them. You want to say you grew up from a closed-minded community, but you ain't doing any shit better. So when you come to me and you want to come correct, trust and believe, I caught the energy from the jump. That's why I got your ass with those 3 questions. You could have answered them 1, 2, 3, 4 fucking times. And I interrupted your ass because I wasn't going to let your white woman tears try and divert from the conversation. And I still got your ass because you couldn't even answer not one motherfucking damn question. And then at the end, then you want to slide some shit with your slack ass mouth and you want to come and try to do this shit. Well, guess what? This is recorded and I have words for you. So just know that you are racist. So you want to have problem with Betty saying it? Guess what? I'ma say it too, 10 toes down. You couldn't answer not one. It was stumble, and excuses. You are a racist piece of shit. Thank you. Have a good day.
Well, That was lovely. I love a good fucking read. And see, that bitch had it coming. And see, I was trying to be so chill in this space. And we are not like this all the time for people who are new here. But hell, just like I heard somebody say today, it gets ugly sometimes. It is what it is, baby. She should have brought her ass over here. And to me, deep down and under, she was racist. And when she was confronted with it, she kept, saying, Betty was the problem, but she couldn't answer a question directly from myself. Well, she did find the end, but not from Oliver, from nobody. Because at the end, the girl was racist. I am so sorry, Tony. Your hand has been up forever. What's up, Tony?
I hope that she comes back and listens to this space because I didn't want to interrupt anybody. Every time I wanted to interrupt, like Oliver would speak and Betty would speak, and I'm not about to interrupt Black people in a Black space. So I just wanted her to say, or I just wanted to say to her, in general, or anybody that is not Black in this space or is going to be listening to this, that the number one thing, if someone calls you out and calls you racist, or if someone comes to you because what you've said is absolutely harmful, and by someone I mean Black people, the number one thing you should be doing is shutting up and listening, not making excuses. She was making excuse after excuse, which is unacceptable. And in terms of her trying to learn and everything, Black people are not here to educate you. As a non-Black person, I do not expect, nor do I ask for Black people to educate me. I fortunately have people in my life that are Black who will tell me and call me out on things when I misstep, and I appreciate that wholeheartedly. But it is not Black people's job to do that labor. So she exists on Twitter. She's existed on Twitter for who knows how long, in the same space that we all exist in, that she could access resources and be educating herself. So her asking for that labor was inappropriate. She should have people in her life that do that, and if she doesn't, she has Google. Like, the same resources that I have, the same resources that everybody else has, she should be utilizing those. And I just want to address non-Black people. Like, the number one thing you need to do is shut up and listen when someone calls you out. And as a non-Black person in a non-Black, or in an anti-Black world, we are all racist. And if someone calls you racist, that's likely there. Every idea and thought, if you have been raised in America and essentially in most of this world, that you have regarding Black people, any sort of negative thought um, is likely because of media, is likely because of we are raised in an anti-Black world, and you have to do a lot to unlearn that, and it is not anybody's job but your own to unlearn that. And everybody, it like agree wholeheartedly, everybody's racist, period. Like, you have to unlearn that, and until you unlearn that, you're not going to understand that. And I will confidently say that that person was racist. Like, if she's truly trying to educate herself and learn, the first thing she should have recognized and done and noticed was that Betty, any space that Betty goes into, she often mentions, she says from a woman's perspective, from a Black woman's perspective. Like, she will constantly say that. To not know that Betty wasn't Black was bullshit. Like, please, like, come up with better excuses, and don't start crying about it either. You could have just shut up and listened.
Okay, one
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
Oh,
go
hang
ahead,
on, baby.
Kamisha.
Okay, so I want to say about the doxing, but she would never let me get this out with her rude fucking ass. So, doxing is to identify or publish private information by someone, especially as a form of punishment or revenge. So, she could never really say what Betty did. And then what did she say? She put out some stupid, I don't know. But it didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? How she was coming at her, and it's like she was trolling uh Sheena, and that's what I didn't like. I didn't like that. It's like she was trolling her. You're literally gonna tell the world that this Black woman's doxing you, and that's against her character, which I didn't like that shit. Like, that's some real shit, and I know that Sheena takes that very, very seriously. And if she did some shit fucked up, Sheena's the kind of person that would say, "I did that shit, and so am I." So to say something that she didn't do, why would you do that? And you run out here like a motherfucking coward and gonna try to say some sly shit, bitch, because you know you couldn't handle the motherfucking read. You know you couldn't. What's up, hater? What's up, hater? Welcome, welcome.
I didn't even hear it from the beginning. I just came in towards the end and just caught, Sheena reading her for filth. She deserved. But I just wanted people to take notice of when I came in, her voice was wavering and quivering and crying about kind of maybe what was done to her, possibly. But did you all catch it though when she was bucking up on the end because she knew she was about to exit the space? None of that wavering was there. Once the white tears were not working, they quickly got turned off. And this is why when you see us saying that, we're not moved by white tears or things like, we're not trying to be racist, but it is often used as a weapon against us. And it turns on and off. So obviously she wasn't as distraught as she was just a half a second earlier before when she cut off and was calling her a B word. I mean, you're dropping slurs on your way out, but you were crying a half a second earlier. So that stuff is so fake and phony and we're over it, which is why we just skip over. So for people who are actually feeling hurt or whatever in those times, this is why there's too much crying wolf. And this is why we're not, we've done the educating. Let's sit and talk. And we had years and years and years of that. We're done with it. So, props to you, Sheena, because I love the way you stood up to someone calling you out like that. And she had nothing to say. And everybody knows what doxing is. And pulling somebody into a space is not doxing. Did I dox myself right now? No. So, I mean, she's real stupid. So that was hilarious. That's thanks.
Yeah, I hate it. I was just trying to read it out to her. I knew she was dumb as the fuck. I know she didn't understand what doxing was. Her vocabulary was just like a sixth grader. She was struggling. And I might be insulting a sixth grader by saying that. Sheena, Oliver.
All right. Thank you for what you said, Vonnie. I agree with all of it, obviously. Let me tell y'all motherfucking something. All right? I have a reputation. I have made it known what I stand for and what I'm about. You're not about to get on no white man's app and accuse me of doxing somebody and it's not going to get addressed. Point blank, period. End of the motherfucking story. That's number one. Number two, I stand on business. I'm not a fucking coward. I let her know whether you come to this space or not, I will be talking about what you said and what you did. Now, if I was a coward, I wouldn't have let you know. I would have just come in here and talk shit. And I unblocked her so that she could respond when I was responding to those tweets that I talked about. I stand on mine, bitch. Nobody can ever say I run from anything. You had your chance to come in here and say your piece. What did you do? A whole bunch of white tears, excuses, couldn't answer shit, and I had to call out that you attacked moi. I didn't attack you. I responded to you being nasty and disgusting and racist to me. You literally can't even. Robin sounds nothing like me. So this whole, I don't see my phone. Y'all know they call me Disney up in this bitch all the time.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
They say I sound like Minnie Mouse. Robin sounds nothing like me. Her voice is much nicer than mine. So there is no way that you didn't know that was two different women speaking since all of a sudden you listen to my spaces so much and you are in love with me. Give me a fucking break, bitch. Okay? So you came in here on lies. You were given the opportunity to clear your name and you had nothing to say because all you want to do is talk shit. Clearly you don't know me because you should have known I was going to address you if you did that shit. So now you've been addressed. You're done. You've been exposed. The space is recorded. That's it. Now we can move on because I don't see the other person in here, Camesha. So I don't think the other person is coming. So now we can get to what the space is really supposed to be about.
Yes. After 40 minutes in. Awesome. But you know what? That's legit what just happened. Was like fucking kismet to me because it's what we do over here. Sometimes we might be proper and professional, but then we have our moments where it's chaos, and even then we kind of dial it in, And even if you, like I said, as a host, I host a mini platform, not just the Twitter thing. And so to be a host is kind of hard to be the in betweens. I wanted she to have the opportunity to have the floor to address the troll. You know what I'm saying? And I always give even trolls the opportunity to speak. I just do. And I could tell Sheena was about to it was about to explode. So I was just like, woo! So I was like, bitch, come on. What happened? You know, she kind of was like, it was Sheena. I was like, oh my God, you're lying. You could just tell. So I'm happy that happens. We can move on. But I want to talk about Twitter spaces and things that happen in it. And like I said earlier, Twitter has been on fire. Example to the space here, even it's been on fire today, and a lot of the words doxing. I've already talked about the meaning of it, and accusing people of doing that. And I know people saying they've been showing pictures. There's been a lot going on today on Twitter, and I guess I'm not gonna say no name. I'm just not gonna do that. But for me, I've been even called a teacher because they felt the way me and Betty do we do our spaces. I remember the first time we started doing them, people come in and say it's too many rules in the spaces. I remember people would say that to me and Betty in the beginning because we would say, "Can you hold your hand up or mute yourself if you were talking?" I like to have order because just me, and I just thought the spaces ran smoothly that way. I would go into other spaces and there would be a lot of talking over things, and I just said I didn't want mine like that. It's not any shade to no one else's because I think everybody can have this platform and do things differently. But I used to get called names and all kind of shit like that, and I had to go off because I ran mine this way. Because I run mine this way, it doesn't mean that mine ain't, popping. I can have a popping space and not be animated. Now I can do those things, obviously, and I do, is, and will. But I'm just saying I like to because I'm older. I think what it is too. I think I'm also older. That I don't want to always have chaos in my space. I like to have the calm. Chaos is there. I eat it up and grill it up and eat it, and I just it's all good. But I'm just saying that I think that all the Twitter spaces and content creators who are coming up, especially next year and so on, it needs to be everybody can just really be in this space and live in this space and be able to do it without so much static. And that's me saying from starting this from 2 years ago. That's where I want to see it go because right now it's just it's a lot of chaos, a lot of messages and whisper and talking shit and just a lot of stuff that I'm not gonna involve myself in. You know what I'm saying? Me and Sheena, and I'm just being transparent. I hate to hope I ain't messing up, knocking on wood when I say this. We really ain't had no shit go on between the two of us. I swear to God. You would think because our personalities are so fucking crazy, and you hear us on here and all the things, we have never had like, I ain't talking to you, bitch, fuck you. Nothing. Thank God. And
Bitch, fuck you.
bitch, fuck you too. Okay? I'll call you tomorrow. If that did, if you just like, but what I'm saying is, even if okay, to be real, and Oliver, I'm gonna let you go, baby. And to be real, I think if me and Sheena even had like a falling out, you guys wouldn't know about it. First of all, let me start there. Y'all wouldn't know a thing about it. If someone knew about it, it's because we wanted you to go and we collectively wanted y'all to know. Even we were pissed off, we still would move that way. I don't know if it's an age thing because we are older. There are a lot of people that's on the app. I don't know, but today was a lot. And Hash, I'm just gonna tell you this. I'm not saying the way things went today is gonna be the narrative of spaces, but I think in some spaces, just like what happened in mine, shit is going to happen. It hasn't really happened in your space yet. And I'm not saying I wanted to or anything. I'm just saying when you have communities, when you have channels, you have these things, shit just happens. Go ahead, Oliver.
Yes. My basic thing, because I'll tie this into what I was going to say, but I won't because they ain't worth the shit. Like, but here's the thing. This is a perfect example. You see how we run this space, but then that gas mask profile who couldn't handle the smoke came in here and just run amok. Like, we can't control all these hooligans that run in here. What we can control is ourselves and only ourselves. Like, I don't like to put, I understand that, we as people who host spaces, we do have somewhat of a responsibility to make sure that it's run respectful and there isn't any bigotry, racism, sexism in our spaces. However, because this has happened to me personally last year when I ran a space and something happened on my ship, and I'm the captain of the ship, right? But there's also a point where you also have to understand that it also necessarily isn't all on our fault because we can't control what some people say. We can't. And so it's like, I understand both sides of it. I understand that, it can be addressed and apologized, but I don't want us to be beaten and raked over the coals because we can't, or like, we can't have like full control over everybody else. What we can do and what we can promise is that if it happens under our watch, we remove it, we address it, and we move along. But I don't like the notion of how, oh, you are all supposed to be this all perfect and all watchful being. It's like, no. Like, we can make mistakes and we can grow from it and move on from it and get better. But that doesn't mean that we ourselves are not above grace or repose to get better. I don't like that. I don't. I really don't. It's kind of the same thing that I've been saying all season, where a lot of people on, this Big Brother Twitter, they like to point out and point their fingers, but then I can look at your Twitter and I can point out 5 other things. It's giving, in the words of Sari fucking Fields, hypocrisy hill. Like, it's what it's giving. It really is. So I just would like to say, like, as I have seen and as I have done, is if things happen, we apologize, we grow from it, and we move on. That's all I can ask for. That's accountability. It's not just apologizing, it's also doing better. You're gonna walk the walk, you better talk the talk. So that's all I got to say about it. For me personally, just from my own personal experiences, as I've done this now for a year and a half, I have seen a bunch of beautiful people and I have grown to love a lot of y'all. But I'm not going to sit over here and be like, oh, we're all above and not to be touched in this moral hierarchy and high ground. It ain't that. It ain't that.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna say I'm gonna spill some of my own tea. Like tomorrow, I have to do a space on YouTube about the show Ready to Love spinoff, and one of the cast members came on my space a couple weeks ago, whatever. Somebody in my one of my chats, she be going in, she was saying some shit, and she said something that he really didn't like. He felt offended or whatever, and I addressed it right then and there in the live. But obviously, it wasn't enough because on my comments the next day, he was like he was offended. I won't be back to your live. I tried to DM him, the man blocked me. Now, mind you, I didn't say anything. I had over maybe 100 people at YouTube live at the time. But I still addressed it when it happened. I'm going to address it tomorrow because I have to, because everybody knows about it. So tomorrow on my live, during my program, I'm going to address it because that's my channel. And at the end of the day, even though I didn't say it, I'm going to have to also say something to the person who I love that's in my chat about what happened. So I have to deal with that. I don't even want to. I'm just spilling my tea right now because I'm saying that's responsibility of having, being a host of different things. Because I host so many different things on the platforms and it can be rough. And Oliver, I agree with you. You cannot control what the people say. But unfortunately, if something is said and your name is on it, you're hosting or whatever, I'm not saying you could directly say, oh, it was Cameshiareviews, but you still are responsible and you have to own up to it. I say you handle it in the moment. As soon as you hear about it and you're on live, you address it immediately, especially if it's being recorded. You address it immediately. You don't wait days later. But if you still wait, still address it if you're the host. Don't not address it or make excuses. I'm not saying no one is. I'm talking about me being a blogger over the past 10 years and hosting different platforms, not just Twitter. And I'm saying that you can get in a position where you're apologizing a lot for a lot of different people. So that's when you set your ground rules in your chat. Most of your subscribers or followers or whoever you have are going to follow that rule. The ones who don't are the ones who end up being blocked and removed. But you set the standard. If you said chaos, you have chaos. If you said rules, you have rules. When I started my spaces, I had rules in my spaces. I continue to have them. I continue to add more because of how loose and chaotic Twitter Spaces has become over the past year. Sheena?
Sorry, I had to unlock my phone. So I just want to give some slight pushback to what my beloved Oliver said. Yes, it's a technical matter. You cannot control what people say. But if you're hosting a Twitter space, you can control who speaks. And that's why if anybody requests in my space, if I don't know them, I'm going to look over their profile first before I let them up. If I think it seems okay, and I'm going to let them up, before I even let them up, before they even speak, I'm going to tell them what the rules of my space are. And you can tell from that, I'm not on fuck shit. So if you open your mouth and you're on fuck shit, you're immediately going to be muted and you're going to be removed. So I just feel, me personally, I very rarely let people to speak in my space that I don't know, because there's just so many trolls now and so many people trying to do this and trying to do that. Like, I very rarely do that, especially if nobody's following you that I know. So I have, let some people up. I let somebody up in my space last night that I didn't know that was following me, and it ended up being okay. But I made sure that I gave her the rules first before she spoke. So I just feel like you need to moderate your spaces well, because if you don't, somebody's going to get hurt. And that's why, like, if you're trying to host a space and you're doing something else and you're going to let people co-host and run it, well, it has to be people that you trust are not going to be about fuck shit. Because if they're not, and they're just going to let any old person speak, people can end up getting hurt. So that's what I'll say about that. Me personally, if I know that I can't be completely focused, I'm not going to host a space, because I will admit I'm a control freak. I like to have control. So if I'm doing a whole bunch of different things, I'm not going to be hosting a space. Now I'll co-host with Camesha. I'm supposed to be working right now, but I'll co-host with her, but I'm not going to host my own space while I'm working. If I have something I need to say and host a space, I'll just sign out and do it, because I want to be completely present to make sure that things like that do not happen, because I am responsible. I clicked the button. I wanted to be a host. I'm responsible. And everybody that's in the space, I'm responsible for making sure that they don't get hurt. So if I can't be fully present, I'm not going to host a space. That's just me. I'll help Camesha out as much as I can, but I'm not going to do it on my own. So those are just my thoughts about that.
Oh well, I would agree with Sheena on that one. Twitter Spaces, I'm not about to. I don't know. I think that a lot of this stuff is experience, and it's no shade to nobody. It's really not. Twitter is different than other, like Twitch and YouTube or Instagram, whatever. But still, it's still a social media app that you have to run and have a moderator or moderate yourself at the end of the day, and you have people who follow and comment on your posts and things. And so, to me, I think a lot of it is experience, and people will give grace. And I don't have a problem with any of that, but and there's still some things that I have to research on before I give, like my full opinion or how whatever. But I know that there was talk today because there was a duo that the people watching Gorgeous Spaces about, and they all spoke their tea about what happened and why they went separate and all these things. One thing I will say that a lot of people want to see you fall and break up. I know secretly there are people who would like to see me and Sheena get into it. Like, I'm being real. And this is me saying this out loud. I'm pretty sure somebody would be really happy if me and Sheena was like, well, you know what? We're no longer doing spaces together, or some disclaimer or whatever. Like, woo, what happened? I think people would love to hear that. And so I say that because I think that people like to see destruction of other people. That's very entertaining for them. And I gave them kudos because of the fact that nobody really knew. They knew something happened, but nobody really knew. This was the first time of them saying something. I like the fact that Twitter Spaces is there as an app that we can come through and talk our shit. But sometimes I feel like we give people too much. Even if I don't like you, if me and Sheena come to blows, I don't know if we will eventually come out and say, hey guys, we're not going to do anything together anymore. This is why. I just think it's unfortunate because now the word doxing is being like kind of floated around. A lot of words are floated around, and it's just insane on the app. And a lot of the creative, and I call them creative because they're creatives. We are creators. They're talented creators. I'm not gonna just say other people are trash. Just stop. And so that's frustrating for me to see sometimes. I see people who are talented, and I see a lot of this stuff going on. I'm not saying it's something just horribly bad. It's and I like mess. Y'all know I like mess. I'm not judging nobody. Just sometimes I'm not saying I want to be kumbaya, but today we're just a lot. That's all I'm saying. It was just a lot, and I have no solution to none of it. I just wish people would just, you know how you have those groups, those music groups that came out. They'd be like 4 or 5 groups, 4 or 5 members. They end up breaking up, and then in the future they go out and do their thing, whatever. I mean, and sometimes they're better. Look at the whole thing with T.S. Madison and Kaya. No shame. I'm just not. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I know Kaya's still in the basement, but you know what I'm saying? She doing her thing. They talked about her Rich Club the other day, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think sometimes people who separate from each other, they can become bigger and better without the other person. That's what I'm saying. I just hope that after today, Twitter's not gonna stay on fire because I don't want it to turn into a place that I left. I left the beef sector on YouTube. If you know about the beef sector, baby, it's on fire every day, and I mean that seriously. It's like every video you beefing. When I was on there as a content creator, that's literally all that I did. I beefed every fucking day, and it was the most draining thing ever. And I just said I didn't want to be in that environment. And I just don't want Twitter, BB Twitter, which is already BB Twitter is already really shitty to me. BB Twitter is the community is horrible. It really is. I just don't want to turn into that. But Sheena, I want to ask you, are you okay? I did test you, but I want to ask you, are you okay? Because that was a lot.
Sorry, phone locked in. No, yeah, I'm fine. Because I knew. Let me tell you, I know my character. I know me. I know what the fuck I'm about. I know I didn't fucking dox anybody. So I was like, come to the stage since you want to tell lies. And everybody knows if you speak on me publicly, I'm going to address you publicly. If you speak on me privately, I'm going to address you privately. Everybody knows I roll like that. There is another person who has alluded to me. They've never said my name, so I've never said their name. But you're going to tweet that I dox people? Oh, fuck no. No. Mm-mm. Bring your ass in the space and address it. I don't play like that at all. As I said, I have a reputation. The people that follow me, they follow me because they know what I'm about. They know that I have morals and values. And you not about to go on this community, the community that I built, that I made because of who I am and the morals and values that I have, and lie on me. You're not. So bring it in here. Y'all saw what it was. It was nothing, no substance, no truth, no value. And we're done. Because let me tell you one thing about me, this bitch right here, Sheena, I am who I fucking say I am. I'm going to tell you that right motherfucking now. You never going to have a gotcha moment with me or nothing because my spaces are recorded. All my tweets are still up. Period. Everything I've done is still motherfucking out there. I am who the fuck I say I am. And just like Camesha said, if I'm wrong, I have no problem being like, you know what? I shouldn't have said that. I'm wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I apologize. I have no problem taking accountability or whatever. But you're not going to say that I did something that I didn't do. You're not going to do that, especially when you were fat shaming me and attacking me. No, absolutely the fuck not.
That's what I was saying to Hash when I was saying that yes, I try to have a certain type of space where we move a certain way, or we have our little, like I said, they call me a fucking teacher. What it is, what it is. But today, the fuck, it got active. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be days like that where people come in and you have to defend yourself. I told King that shit. I told him to go live and call out whoever he was talking shit about it. I'm not going to sit to be quiet about it, do it behind the scenes unless it calls for that or it has to be that. I'll come on live and say if someone's like talking all this shit to me really bad, like what she was going through on live, I'd be like, bitch, come to my live. I've done it on YouTube. I'll put dear so-and-so in the title. I'll go live and do StreamYard and say, I dropped the link in the chat. Whatever you got to say about me, this is the Content Creators on YouTube. I say, hit the link and come holler at me. Tell me what's good. We can have a conversation. You just dragged me yesterday. I'm going to give you the opportunity to come into my live, but I'm going to keep it real with you. Do you know how many people do that shit? They don't. They talk a lot of shit on the other YouTube channel, and I be seeing them, my name, stealing my stuff, whatever. And then I say, come on, look, let's not even argue about it. Come hit the link. Half of them be like, oh, I ain't coming over there. I'm like, why? I'm asking you. I'm giving you an open platform. I'm not gonna block you. Nothing. Let's have a conversation. Cause I'm a real bitch like that. I'm an old school bitch like that. My mama had me, raised me like that. She said, "Me don't kiss no ass. You face a bitch straight on, tell me what it is, and don't run from nobody. I don't give a damn if they can beat you. You still don't fucking run." So, like I said, people will talk shit and they rather hide. Just like that motherfucker did who came in here. She talked shit on the way out the door. You know, we don't do that over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I fought my sword all fucking day. If I fucked up, I'll come on your platform. You can have a gang of people that don't like me. I've been on a platform where half of them don't like me. I stand 10 tones down. I'll drag everybody, still stay on the platform and talk shit and won't run. I've always been like that. Everybody's not like me though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I come across is not gonna have that same energy. That's why I rock with Sheena. And that's why I say we move a certain way. It's no shade to nobody else. It's not. And just like I told Hash, no shade to Hash. When I said no matter what happens, it's still Twitter space is gonna still be what it be. When we started it, everybody who came after, like I said, just taking what they want to do and putting their unique spin on it. But long as to me, I see creators, especially people of color, women especially, are out here doing the thing, or from the community, or out here doing these spaces, having these communities and everything. That's what I love to see. Because that means when me and Sheena started this, it was rocky in the beginning. I was struggling. She was the queen of this. But whatever, it was meant for me to do it. It was worth for me to go through the bullshit I did. Because I went through a lot of shit when I got on Twitter Spaces with the kids coming for me and all the other crap with the cast, da da da, all that, whatever, whatever. I almost quit doing Twitter because of that shit. But I knew other people were looking at me, were DM me and talk to me about how they love coming to my spaces, and I started to create the community, and I knew I couldn't just do that. So I'm gonna continue to do it. But I'm gonna say this again for anybody who wants to understand this. Please don't take the auntie mama vibes for weakness. Again, if I read you, I will take your fucking soul. I swear to God. Okay, Robert, hold on. Let me add you, baby.
And then tag me in afterwards because I will have words.
You know I love taking souls, baby. I will take your soul, and if I black out, oh, it's a wrap. I'm muting everybody, telling everybody, shut the fuck up. It's Go ahead, Robert.
Hey everyone. Hey Betty. I hope that I know sorry, I'm driving and I got all kind of stuff going on. I know Kamisha already asked if you were okay, but I hope you're doing okay. I hope that you know, you have a better day. Now all I'm gonna say is how that woman got our voices mixed up, I don't know. I don't know. And she's
We
I
know,
know,
Robin.
I
We
know.
know
I'm
what she
I'm
was on.
I'm being a little facetious. And y'all know I'm really chill and typically laid back. You know, people who've been in spaces with me know how I operate. And you know, I as everything was going down and happening, I'm listening. And when the comment was made, I was like, I'm the one that said that. So for those of you who've been in here since the beginning, I'm Robin. I am she, I am her, I am Robin. Um, the two voices that I guess that got mixed up. And you can look at my profile picture, you can look at Betty's, and you can see we are not the same. Our voices don't sound the same, or whatnot. And I, anyway, all I can say is today has been a day. I don't know what the hell is in the air, but today has been a day, and people are trying it. But again, I hope that you have a better day. You know, and all we can say is it is what it is. We know what time it is. I think it was some trolling activity behavior going on, and they couldn't handle the heat. So anyway, I just wanted to get up and say hey, express my love. Y'all know how I feel about both of you, and just to say it, say it in public, say it again, because I couldn't speak when all of that was going on. But love y'all. um y'all are queens, and let's rock this shit.
Love you too, Robin. Always and forever.
This was okay, y'all. If this was Twitter today, this was Twitter today. I don't know why I feel like we at war. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Oliver.
Some
Oh, I
fight
just was gonna
music
say
and some
it's just
shit.
like this is the one thing that brought up with my mind with Miss Gas Mask. How is it that you don't know that Betty was black, but then you confused her voice with Robin, who is a black woman? How does that make sense? I just thought of that, and I was like, Miss Gas Mask. That don't make no sense. So I just want to say that, because that like popped in my mind. I was like, girl, how you gonna say that? But the other thing though is the one thing for me personally, I always say to protect your peace and the Twitter drama, gonna let Twitter drama. We ain't gonna let that rock us. This is still Friday. This is still a weekend. We can still live it up and we can still have a good time.
And I
So,
will be doing that tonight. So y'all don't
hello,
worry about
skip
me. I'm
drink.
fine. I will be
Yes,
making my drinks tonight. Please believe.
exactly.
And pray the Lakers win tonight so I don't get really pissed. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I'm already
No,
ahead.
that's literally
I'm
what I
already
was
ahead
gonna
of
say.
y'all.
Is
I'm already ahead of y'all. Y'all late. Y'all late. Okay, y'all
exactly.
late.
Working, Kamisha. Give me a
Well,
break.
look, I'm looking at Jack Daniels right now. But hold up. Let me say this. Now, you brought the point up that we were talking about when you said about them looking alike. Y'all remember when I did my whole Ain't Your Mama and Mammy series? I know it sounds crazy out loud when I was talking about the Felicias and the series and the boys and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? When I be taking it that far, people like, oh my God, Kamisha, I can't believe it. It's just, bitch, I like history. Okay? Y'all can't believe it, but the shit actually happened. It's a black woman on the surf they took off after how many years, and she had a slave outfit on, and nobody said nothing. Think about it. And that was okay. That was okay. So why would it be a surprise that a white woman be like, y'all look alike, even though you have two different dialects? Robin's voice sounds completely, it's not like a shade. I'm just saying her voice, it down like it's alto. Like, and I love my girl Sheena. They call her like a chipmunk. I hate saying this. I don't ever talk about it, but they call the girl a chipmunk. Her voice octave is like super
Okay, okay.
soprano.
It was Mickey Mouse, Kamisha. Get it right.
Mickey Mouse, what? A cartoon on Disney. God damn it.
No, they didn't call me Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Elmo. They didn't call me everything, girl.
Girl, what? I can't. This will turn to a whole Sesame Street, okay? But all I'm saying is, oh, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Get on my
It's
goddamn
not
nerve.
gonna be funny when I get that Disney check, though. It's not gonna be funny
Oh,
then.
it's recorded. I better get a cut because you're in my space. I'm a brand person, so it's recorded. I just need 10% of your check because it's going to be a fat check. Oh my God. But their voices sound completely different. Not that it really matters to me, honestly, but in this instance, their voices do sound dramatically different. So that's where you know she's about the bullshit. And she just racist and she wanted to. It's sad when you actually want to feel that way. If you're raised and taught that way as she stated, you can't tell me at this age, she sounds like she's 35. I'm just giving her the age. She sounds like she's 35, like she had a hat on and a trucker and a dirty white tee on. I don't know why I felt that, because she's in a truck and looked like she had donuts sitting on the side.
Y'all Kamisha said it's giving trailer park.
I mean, no shade.
No, it was. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It
Oh,
was.
Jesus.
It
Let me
was. It
stop.
was giving
I'm done.
trailer park. Okay,
Oh,
with the folding
my
chair
God.
in the front. That's what it was giving.
And the grass ain't even cut, which is a bad thing. Ain't shit cut. Anyway, let me stop. So, she has the car in the driveway with the wheels off on the back and it's sitting up on something. I'm sorry, I've gone too far. But you get what I'm trying to say. She just wanted to be mean. She just wanted to be racist. She wanted to come in here and she tried to shake the table. And what ended up happening is if anybody tried to come in here and say that we bullied her or we jumped her, because I was being very calm. Because I already knew people were gonna say that we're all black and we're attacking her. So I actually took a certain stance. I actually listened to the recording. I stepped back. I let Sheena and her had the discussion. Nobody really said anything. Oliver was the only one, and only Oliver was talking. It wasn't like Oliver, me, whatever. And if I thought I was getting too crazy, I stepped in, but it really didn't get crazy. Mostly between her and her, and old girl being very combative, so she was not being bullied in no kind of way. And I was very calm until that last piece. when she was talking shit. She came in, left, and me in the first place. I could have dragged her from the beginning. And kind of Oliver saved her fucking life when he jumped up there. But I'm saying I took a stance for a reason. Because people make that narrative, oh, they was bullying her, although all the black people were talking shit. It's recorded. It's not going nowhere. And it will also be on podcasts. It will be on Apple and Spotify and Apple Music and other podcast platforms after tomorrow. Thank you. Reality T, how you doing, baby? Go right ahead. You at the floor.
Hi everybody. Hi Kamisha. Hi Betty. Um, I'm in this a little bit late, so I apologize if I missed something. But didn't you say that she fat shamed you?
Yes.
Okay. Now my question is, how the hell would she know this unless she looked at your profile? Because your profile says lawyer, comma. Let me get this right. Fat black feminist, comma. So how did she get this unless she did look at your profile? And and then there's obviously the obvious voice difference between you and Robin. So I'm just not buying any of this.
Now you're asking the questions that matter because she also tried to say, oh, I didn't know you were black. You didn't know that I was black, but you dug up a picture on my timeline to fat shame me with? Make it make sense, girl. Make it make sense.
Hello? Is this the dumb white bitch that was here earlier? Oh, I just wanted to tell you, you're blocked. Reality T, is your hand back up, baby?
No, I'm sorry. I accidentally hit that button on accident. I was trying to hit another emoji.
Okay, guys, this is an open chat. So if you want to raise your hand, if you're sure, come to the front, talk your shit, or say whatever. The floor is open. Okay, this turned
I
into a
think,
whole. I'm sorry.
sorry. I think Robin, did you have your hand up before, Robin, or you put it back down?
I had it up, but I put it back down because I'm gonna start
Go
driving
ahead, Robin.
I'm gonna start driving in a few minutes. But no, it was just to reiterate some of what was already said in terms of. But reality, T already kind of I'm sorry, I can't see the full name. I already kind of hit on some of it. The obvious differences, and evidently she had to have been looking at Betty's profile to get certain bits of information. And I mean, I've been in spaces with this person before, so I don't, I don't think that she really got us mixed up. I think it was maybe a cop out, because maybe she couldn't handle the heat. I don't know, but I'm like, God dang, like do better than that, you know. But whatever, whatever. I all I can do at this point is chuckle. I was telling somebody earlier I was gonna go have a glass of wine, but at this point I might have to get a whole damn bottle at this point. Shit.
Wait a minute. Lay told me to add her to the community. Did I add the wrong one? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And I ain't got my damn glasses on. Was that the right one? Wait, am I on mute? Okay, Lay, can you you should just hit the link, mama, because I don't know what you're talking about. Did I add the right one? You got my blind ass trying to do this. I don't know if I added the right one or not. Is that the right one? Let me know, please. Go ahead, Oliver. Ooh, I need my glasses.
Oh no, I just was gonna make a joke. I was like, if anything, white people take this as a lesson to do better gaslighting. Do better. Because that gaslighting was trash. It was absolute shite. Do better. Do better.
Whole thing, all she did was get ate up. That was the messed up part about it. Like you came in here like you was a G. I will give her that though. You came in here like a G. Like you saw it was already kind of deep in here, and you didn't really do too well. But she stayed here for like what 20 minutes. I'll give her that. I mean, she scammed out like a little rat and scared you and all that stuff. But she came in. She came in and stood up and I don't know. I'm trying. It just,
You trying to give us some credit?
I don't know. I'm struggling. I'm like, I don't know. But I'm just saying, she did come in. Most people would have ran off. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if anybody got something they want to say to me, y'all can always DM me. Or if I'm on my live up here, you can hit the whatever request, and I'm always open to a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But anybody who know
Same.
anybody who knows me know I will fire off and go off if necessary. Go ahead, Sheena.
No, I was just saying same. You want to address me? I'm right the fuck here. Grab a mic, DM me, do whatever.
Now, every year I always say I'm going to be calm, and I try, and it just really doesn't always work out that well. So all I say is, smoke is going to probably always be coming your way if you fucking me the wrong way. And I'm not gonna ever just bullshit you. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I mean, I might play with you and maybe talk some shit. I ain't gonna lie, I will do that. But if it's some real shit, I'm gonna DM you. Like if it's me, like if I feel like I want you to know how I feel, I'm gonna tell you like behind the scenes because I really genuinely feel that way, and that's just how I roll. Now, if you try to put that be funny and say, "Oh, say it on live," okay, well, I will do that. If you try to, people try to make it fun like you're scared or something, but sometimes I just like some things can be handled behind the scenes, but it got to be really heavy for me to want to do it behind the scenes, you know. But like I say, today was just all war. I felt like it was a little war, a little fire. But like I say, sometimes I think um it needed to be like that. Hell, even my little Twitter space today was a little bit fired today. I said, shit, I guess we all needed some little spice. We woke up a little bit today. It's okay. Uh Hash, I told you one day your check gonna be something gonna happen, Hash. I'm telling you, one day something gonna happen. You're not gonna have no control. And again, I'm gonna tell you guys who hold spaces, you cannot control everybody. You can't. But you could try to do your best to moderate the best of your ability and have respect. Somebody get respectful in your situation, that's your stuff, they can get the fuck up out of there. And whoever want to roll with them can go with them too. That's just how I feel about it. If you on my shit and they talking shit to me, you like, oh, no, you can go. I'm blocking them and then you going with them. I'm not trying to tell you to pick who you're gonna pee with, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna let you disrespect my platform, especially when I have a panel up here or if I have a guest. Y'all know I'm common to have a guest to come over here, and I don't want my guests to feel like they being whatever. You know what I'm saying? I want them to come up here and feel comfortable. And at the same time, I'm gonna tell my guests, like in my YouTube channel, when you come to my channel, it's like being in the backyard with a cold beer. If you smoke, or whatever. You just chilling. It's not heavy. All my interviews, I've interviewed celebrities. They all say, Kamisha, I feel so comfortable with you. And that's the way I want you to feel. I don't want to feel like a job interview, stiff. I want to feel like you're comfortable. So yes, you might, it ain't gonna be like Boys in the Hood when Ricky was gonna get the the scholarship and they had to walk over niggas and shit with the beer bottles. I ain't saying that like that. I'm just saying like we in the backyard with the nice barbecue. We got some drinks, beer, wine, whatever your choice is, and that's the move that I set even in my spaces. And I just think everybody need to move how they want to move. I think everybody be happy. Everybody should do what they want to do. And everybody be happy. Period. So y'all, I'm about to get ready to close this down. Anybody got any final words they want to say? Damn, don't get all
My,
quiet
fi-
at
my,
once.
my final word is fuck you, Nikki, and not the singer or the rapper, the Nikki that was in here. Fuck you, Nikki. That's
You
my
know what?
final word.
I should have sang our song. Are you a bad bitch? Are you a bad bitch? Are you a bad bitch? Are you...
And she clearly was not. She doesn't even know the meaning of the two words because she
Oh
clearly
my
is
god.
not that bitch.
Yes. I knew she gonna say. I just said I had to. That's really our song going forward. I'm about to do that. That's our song. All right, y'all. I'm about to get off of here. I love y'all. I'm working on something for YouTube, and it will be on Twitter once I get done with it. But I'll tell Sheena, but y'all won't know until it drops. And I'm also gonna be live tomorrow on YouTube for the Ready to Love, Make a Move on network. We're doing that. I also have a guest coming on the panel. So y'all follow me on YouTube so y'all can see all that. With that being said, Cash at me. And I made a community. I made a communities in the Camtron. Y'all go check it out. Something new. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but it's there. So go ahead and follow it and all the things. That being said, I'm gone.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.